In the name of the Emperor, finish this! Higher ground, we'll gain the advantage! Continue the assault. Reinforcements are coming. The monolith! We destroy that and this is over! Charge!
Well, hello friends, and welcome to Dawn of War, the Dark Crusade, which is the beginning of a new series that I'm going to put up on what are now called Warhammer Wednesdays, I think. I've had the itch to play this game again over the last couple of weeks, and I've done a little bit of training. I remember this being an incredibly challenging game, and yes, it definitely is. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about its history. It's the third game in a series of Dawn of War, which is a fantastic series, and I do plan to go and play the original game at some point in the future. But this game is the first one that has a non-linear campaign. So I'm going to start a new hard campaign, and I'll show you what's going on.
Beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down, each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons, ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Okay, right, so as I was saying, when we start we are going to have a non-linear campaign. And this is the first game in the series that's done that. And you get to choose between these different factions. So if you're not very familiar with Warhammer 40k, then you won't be familiar with these. I'm just going to do a really quick rundown of my options. But I'm not going to spend too much time on the lore, background, etc. I think I'll probably spend more time doing that in a future series maybe. So we've got the Chaos to start with. Chaos are the good and honourable turned bad. The Eldar are space elves. The Imperial Guard are lots of cheap infantry and tanks. The Necrons are basically undead robots. Orcs. The Spez Marines are futuristic, heavily armoured warrior monks, basically. So they stand for all that is good, but they're all horrible, really. And the Tau, finally, some kind of take on a futuristic techno race. They're all a bit weird. They like guns, but they don't really like fighting in melee very much. I'm going to be playing through as Eliphas the Inheritor today, i.e. Chaos. He's a Black Apostle of the Word-Bearer Legion. He serves the eldritch powers of the Warp and has come to remake Cronus in the twisted image of his masters. Drive the Chaos Space Marines and daemonic servants towards the enemy to make them see the futility of their ways. Chaos cannot be denied. Okay, so we're going to go with Chaos today. Let's turn the planet black.
The powers of chaos manifested in the once pleasant Deimos Peninsula on the southern coast of Cronus, transforming it into a blasted hellscape. Summoned by heretical cultists, the Black Apostle Eliphas the Inheritor emerged from the Warp, leading a whole company of the Word-Bearer Chaos Legion. These heretical space marines had been to Cronus before, fighting against their loyal brothers during the dark days of the Horus Heresy. Eliphas had been but a young champion then, but returned a terrible Chaos Lord, ready to bring ruin to the galaxy at large. The Dark Crusade would be his proving ground. By defeating the many powers vying for the planet, he sought to gain favor with the dark gods he worshipped. Unless they could be stopped then and there, the Word-Bearers would strike deeper into the Imperium.
So we are playing the anti-heroes in this game. And here is the game map. So there are, I think, 25 provinces. What's the highest number that I can see? Goes up to 12. Oh, actually, no, these are strength numbers, I think. Yeah, so I think there are around 25 provinces. I'll give you a quick overview of what's going on, because they all basically look the same. You've got normal provinces. So, for example, this one here, if I... Thank you very much, but I've been here before. If we click on a province, we can do a recon, and it'll tell us about it. So it says strength, click on this, strength 1, this green one. It gives us 75 planetary requisition, which we can spend on this map, basically, in reinforcing areas. If I beat this map, then I get this chap to start each new battle with. So he's a Raptor champion. He's got a jump back on his back. He's good in melee. So here is another sort of, the Moria Coast is another standard territory. There are some which have an extra bonus here. So Fury, if I capture this territory, it's going to allow me to give 2 attacks per turn. So there are a few of those special ones. Where's another special one? Here's another special one. I get a spaceport if I capture that territory. There's another special one here. I get Bulwark, which allows me to... It reduces the cost of units that I buy when I'm in this map screen. And the third type of territory are the ones where you can see all of the little dudes standing. They are the home territory of these races. So the Necrons, the undead robots, that is their territory. It's strength 12, so really powerful, high strength place. I get lots of, well, a bit more requisition for capturing it, but they are tough work. And you've got your work cut out for you if you want to try and capture them without building up a bit of an army first. So, where am I going to start off my campaign of disorder? I can go here to attack the orcs on the left, and I get a Raptor champion, which is good. I like the Raptor champion, he's very quick. Can I move over there? No. Or I can move over here and get a chosen champion, and I'll be fighting the Imperial Guard. The Necrons are incredibly powerful in this game, so I do want to take them on early. And Fury as a territory is really useful for allowing me to attack twice in a turn, so this might well be the way that I want to head to start with. However, I have been caught out before by being invaded by someone else in my homeland, and my homeland is not particularly well built up, so I can't defend it too easily. So I think I will take on this place first, build it up, defend it, and then I'm going to move around to Fury. There are a couple of different ways that I might do that. Right, so on we go. Have we got any information we can read? Okay, if you want to pause it here and read all of that, then be my guest, but I'm not reading it. Right, in we go. Let's attack. No honor guard units for now, so it's just us and our wits. Okay, so I'm going to start by building a barracks over here, queuing up a couple of completely rubbish units called cultists. So they're basically just freaks who don't really like the social order, and they want to look big and powerful. So I'll queue these up to capture the closest strategic points. Okay, I've got a new lot just come out. So these things, the sort of the four-pointed military-looking installations are called strategic points, and when you capture them, they start earning you money, basically. The money is called requisition in this game. It's the blue stuff up there. Right, I've got some more builders. These are all called heretics. Who am I against? I'm against the orcs, so I think I will get me some raptors, but I want to get some Chaos Space Marines as well. Get my numbers going. So here we go, I've got my banner on this. I've captured this particular strategic point. I was just sending my lord down there to check if I can find the enemy. And we can build a listening post on a strategic point. Currently that is earning me 6 resource per tick. If I build a listening post, then it is going to start earning me a good deal more. Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got some raptors as well. Good. So the raptors have got a jump pack ability which allows them to get into the fight nice and quickly, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to start reinforcing the squad as well. Right, my lord does need a bit of help. I thought that I got 2 charges with that jump pack. Apparently not. Right, so the lord is obviously winning that battle. I'm going to try and take out these tiny orc Gretchen. These are their builder units. If I can take them out so that they don't build that building, I might be able to sort of keep them back. Ooh, I can get another jump in. Excellent. I didn't manage it. But my raptors are here to help now, and that shouldn't be very effective against my Chaos Lord. He's got quite a high armor value, I think. As soon as I get 190, I'm going to get me some Chaos Space Marines. So these are basically fallen versions of the high and mighty Space Marines that we saw earlier. Okay, I'm going to might be able to. I'm going to leave the Space Marines for now. As it's the first map, I think I've basically got them pinned in there now, so I don't have to rush about too much, and I can start doing what you are able to do in this version. You're not able to do it in the next expansion, Soulstorm, I think, but basically any buildings that I make here are going to stay for the next time that I'm attacked, which is incredibly useful for sort of fortifying your base against future invasions, because when you start the battle you're going to have all those buildings ready to go. So something I'm going to do in this match is just take it a little slowly. These are the Chaos Space Marines. They are holding bolters, so those are pretty effective guns. They shoot self-propelling explosive ammunition. And you can upgrade, as Chaos, you can upgrade them to be invisible. Oh, I can't build one of those anyway.
Yes, of course.
So plasma generators are the Chaos version of power generators. So I'll build another 2 there. You can see we're coming in, we've got 79 resources per tick now. And it's always worth upgrading these listening posts. So this listening post started with, what, 6? Now that I've built a listening post, it's got 12. If I upgrade it, we'll see what the increase in rate is. So I'll upgrade that one as well. Sorry. I'm going to try and remember to click on everything and not use hotkeys, just so that you can all keep up with what's going on.
But of course, Master.
Good. I'm not going to build up too heavily, but as soon as I get a few listening posts down, my requisition income is going to improve an awful lot.
My life is forfeit.
I think you chaps, I'll build an armory back here, and then I'm going to send these units out to start capturing and building up production buildings in the middle of the map. As this is a territory right next to my home base in the overall map, I really want to build up some good defences for it. I'm going to start reinforcing this squad, so I've got some more. He's healing up pretty slowly. Let's get some more units in this squad as well. We'll reinforce them. So I can research some upgrades here. I'm going to double my heavy weapons that I can have per squad. And you are all going to move over here in readiness for. So I just upgraded my my tier. So when this is finished researching, I'll be able to build my next lot of buildings and my next lot of upgrades and whatever. So slowly upgrading. Let's have a look what is going. Ooh, now I've built the armory, I'm able to add a leader to the squad. What is going on? Okay, so they're just building Wah banners. Wah! That was a Gretchen Wah. Ooh, they have actually got some troops, and they've got a mini boss, so I'm going to jump out of there before I take any more damage. Okay, lovely jubbly. Move out the way. I think they might try and counterattack in a second. We'll keep an eye out for it. So what can you... You guys can build... Oh, can't build anything just yet. But you can... Oh, you can't build anything there. You can build a super power generator just there. And I'm going to build a couple more of these Chaos Space Marine squads just for extra heavy support. Right, why don't you guys come over here and start capturing these points? That would be very helpful. I'll give you some grenade launchers that you can use. So these buttons down here change the stance of the unit. So when it's on the fist, they will prefer to get into melee range. If I click it so that it's got the gun icon, they will stand back from melee and shoot at people. These, the yellow one says you can move around if you want to. The blue one says stand where you are and move not. And then we've got other stances like focus on buildings, don't shoot anyone, attack everyone manically. So I'm just going to keep them on yellow for now. That would be all good. Our 2 squads have finished, so I'm going to give them heavy bolters, which are really effective against orcs. If I right click and it flashes, that basically keeps building more until they're full. So I'll do the same with this lot. Once that is ready, there's not a lot that they'll be able to do to me, I think. Should be able to take out a lot of them. Not a huge amount in taking any of these upgrades yet. I just need to focus on the economy, basically. So, at this point, I'm just going to build listening posts everywhere that I can, and build up lots of buildings in the middle. So, when I've got that building work started, then I'll see you there. Anything else interesting happens, then I'll see you sooner.
We have it now. I feel the warp overtaking me.
Great one.
It is a good pain.
But of course, Master. Anything for the great powers.
We have it now.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. But of course, Master. Yes, yes, we will work faster. Oh, bless us, Great One.
We must kill.
Bless us, Great One. Thank you. Thank you, Master. Anything for the great powers we serve. Whatever you desire, we serve. Bless us, Great One. Bless us, Great One. We're here for the Dark Gods. We will build it for you. We serve. But of course, Master. Anything for the great powers.
Okay, I have finished a main building in the middle of the map now, so it's time to start building some of my
We serve.
more offensive buildings. This is a machine pit that I'm building,
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
and I'm going to build 3 of them because, you know, I've got time. Let's overdo everything. While you are doing those, you can also build some turrets to protect
Yes.
these strategic points on the relics.
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
They will be very useful. Yeah, you can also build a couple over
Thank
here.
you, Master.
You are limited by how many turrets you can build at once. You need to upgrade your headquarters before you can build any more, which I think was in order to stop people spamming turrets quite so much in multiplayer.
Which one?
Not that turret spam is necessarily an awful thing, but one of the races, the Eldar, actually has a special ability to teleport buildings, and so if the player just built 30 turrets, then they could teleport them into the middle of the enemy base, and it was considered a little unsporting. So, something I'm going to start doing in other territories when another battle is, I'm going to be attaching this guy to a squad. So when I attach him, he basically just hangs out with that squad. And I'm not entirely sure why he feels he needs to go over there to lead them, but going over there he is. And then when I select him, it selects the whole, him and the squad, and they all go around together, doing their own thing.
My life is forfeit.
Hello.
My life is forfeit.
Oh, the little heretics have arrived. They want to build a listening post.
Thank you, Master.
Right, how are we doing? Doing pretty well. So, what you can do with these buildings, I think you can actually... No, you can't select 2 buildings at once. But what you can do is you can set their entry or their gather point into the enemy base, and then you can just produce loads and loads of defilers. And this is what I intend to do with my power advantage that I have to anybody stupid enough to try and invade this particular territory.
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Now you might be thinking, oh, that's a bit of a cheesy strategy, off he goes. And, you know, maybe on easy and normal, yeah, I think it possibly is, but on hard difficulty it gets nightmarish when you get onto the later levels. And so you do need some way of trying to take down the honor guard of the most powerful enemy commanders. Anyway, these guys are defilers. They are awesome. I've always wanted to get one of the Games Workshop models for them, but I've never been good enough of a painter or kept up enough of an army to actually warrant them. So, you know, maybe one day I will get myself a defiler and paint it up. Go on, move it, you lot. The big tanky boys are coming through.
Bless us, Great One.
Right,
We're here for the Dark Gods.
you lot can get out of the way.
Where you like, Lord.
And I think I can also do an attack move, so I just tell them to go somewhere and attack it. And yeah, they didn't last very long. That's what those heavy bolters are really good at. So I've upgraded these Chaos Space Marines with heavy bolters. Let's find one. That's a normal bolter. There we go, there's a heavy bolter. It's just a bit bigger than the others. Fires high caliber rounds. Whoa! Something happened there to kill a load of Space Marines. What's going on?
It was a momentary matter.
Right, anyway, let's get in here. I think, yeah, if I send the Raptors overhead, then they are able to engage these shooty orcs. Wow. Okay, those raptors were going down pretty quickly. But we did it. We broke down their HQ with the defilers. And at the end of this mission, we've got a little victory screen. Yay! And we've earned 2 pieces of war gear. So basically, whenever you meet one of these criteria, you can only meet each one once. You will get a new piece of war gear for your commander. So it's things like 3-to-1 kill ratio, which I achieved for 1 conquest. So I attacked a territory and I got it, so that's 1. For 2,000 kills, 5,000 for defeating 3 different enemies, and for defences when you successfully defend against one of the other factions. And I've got a new Raptor champion, so he's going to join my honour guard, and we're going to have a lovely time. Right, so time to look through the upgrades. And some of these are red because they are upgrades to upgrades. Eliphas. That's a cool ear. Ugh, I wonder what's going on in there. Right, so what can I get? I can get a plasma pistol. I mean, he's not the shootiest person, so I'm not going to get that. I could get a great big scythe, but I think he's more useful to me alive than just dealing damage. So for now, I think I'm going to focus on sort of helpful upgrades, and then eventually I'll be able to turn this guy into a demon prince when I've got all of the others, and that's going to be awesome. So what do I want? A banner of chaos? No, I think I'll start with the Helm of Lorgar. Once worn by the Primarch himself, this helm reveals all enemies and sends searing pain coursing through them. Reveals infiltrated units. Yeah, that's the main thing. So I'll reveal infiltrated units, nobody's going to get past me, and you get a damn cool helmet, if I may say so. Second piece of war gear, I could go with the demonic armor. I could go with the banner to damage enemy morale. I think that's going to be the most useful thing, and then my other units can actually deal damage to them. I think the next piece that I get will be the demonic armor. If I get it, you can see health will go up from 1700, so it has 400 health. That's quite a big step. I get a bit more health with this banner, and it's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. The Wheel of Chaos. Okay, right, so I think I'll leave this for now, and then next episode, I don't know how long we've been episoding right now. Next episode I'll do the end turn. I'm not going to get attacked anyone. I'll do the end turn now because I'm not going to get attacked. But in future videos I think I'm going to start with an end turn and then play 1 or 2 battles, depending on how long it takes. Okay, so we've got some options open to us. Gazgul, the Orc Warlord, has moved away. The Necrons have moved away, which is good, because I'm going to be coming around this side, I think, to the east of them. Imperial Guard have done nothing, because they're all a bunch of worms. Space Marines have stayed there, and the Eldar have moved out. The Eldar are really difficult to fight late game, so I need to keep an eye on these territories and make sure that they're not building up too much strength in them. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave it there, I think, for this first episode into the series. The next episode should be a little less tutorial-y and a little less introductory, so if that was annoying you, then I apologise. But thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, I hope you're looking forward to more of the campaign like I am. So thanks all, take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!